Okay, 14B, at first you look at this and you're like, this is crazy. I have no idea what to do. And then you draw a triangle and you label that angle not as theta but as 20. And it's a right triangle, which means the other angle has to be 90 minus 20 is 70. And you start listing things like A, B, and C. And you realize a connection. You realize that the sine of 20 as a ratio of sides, well, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so it's B over C. And then you notice that cosine of 70 as a ratio of sides is adjacent. Well, adjacent to angle 70 is B over hypotenuse is C. And so we get an equality here. Sine of 20 equals cosine of 70, which means in the top here, I can actually write that as cosine of 70. And then you realize you can do a similar thing with sine of 70. Well, sine of 70 equals what? Opposite over hypotenuse, so A over C. That's a C, I promise you, that's a C. And, well, what about cosine of 20? Well, cosine of 20 is adjacent. So what's adjacent to 20? Well, it's A over the hypotenuse, C. And so we have another equivalence. Sine of 70 equals cosine of 20. So really that first fraction becomes that. Cos of 70 over cos of 20. And look, that's the same thing we have there. Cosine of 70 over cosine of 20. So really we have the same thing minus itself, which means 0. We don't know what each thing is individually, but we do know that overall that expression is equal to 0. Cofunction identities.